Well, friends, enemies, and those still under review. It's been a few days, and we're back with the hardcore world. And I was just doing some grinding the other day, minding my own business kinda, and then I realized it's day 360. It has been almost a full in-game year since I started this world. And honestly, I'm pretty happy with what I've done. I obviously got stuff that I'm not super happy about. Like, I only have one real building. That is a monstrosity that I've gotten too nostalgic over to tear down. That's not really a building yet. And that's a mine shaft. But overall, I'm happy with what I have. So I was thinking I could grind out a few things until it's really day 365. Hopefully I don't forget it. And then I can give you a little world tour, show you what I got, and then tell you what I plan on doing. I've been trying very hard to... Sorry, let me get out of here. I've been trying very hard to not explain too much what I plan to do, because the thing with a hardcore world is you can have all the plans in the world, but one thing can ruin all of those plans. And I'm still not super confident in my ability to not die. I've had some close calls, but... Hello? Okay. I've had some close calls, but I've been doing pretty good, and worst case scenario, I do lose it all, which will probably happen eventually. That's how this works. And my plans will still be out there. Who knows, maybe I can make it again in my own way sometime. So I'm gonna go ahead and grind out some resources. No, I'm not. I didn't grab torches. I am a little out of it. I just got done with working on 3 midterm projects, but I'm good for this week until more stuff drops. And I have one thing I could work on, but it's gonna be a fun one. And I don't mind doing the fun ones, and I'd rather make a YouTube video right now. College. Really quick, look at this staircase. It just goes and goes. Well, there's another thing I've been meaning to get, and I'm not gonna find it within my area. So I think I will go out and explore and try to find a mushroom. I have lots of the brown ones, and those are nice and all, but I want a red one. I feel like I will find one this way. Alright, so I didn't find the mushroom. I tried. I put everything into my storage chests when I got back. Went on a whole tour of as far as I was willing to go without going into the mountains. Because I don't want to die of powdered snow. But here it is. The sunset of the last day of this year in my Minecraft, or I guess tomorrow will be the last day of the year in my Minecraft world. Unless it's a leap year, in which case this is awkward, because it's a leap year in real life, but I don't care. It's my world, so I get to decide. And it is not a leap year this time. 75% chance it wouldn't be anyways. But there it is. And then, once the sun's gone down, I'll give you a little tour of the world, I think. At least as far as I'm willing to go, because some things are scary. You can kind of see most of the important stuff from up here. I don't need a lot of space to get what I got going done. But I do plan on making some things bigger, and it's going to be really cool, I think. So there it is, the sunset. And what a sight that is. Okay, now we'll go down, and then you see the line that's barely touching the purple. It says local difficulty on the side, and then it sticks out a bit. You can see it says day 364. Any second. 365. Wow, it feels weird to be here. Pretty sure we've all seen my house, but I can still do a quick run through. Got a lot of dogs. This isn't even the majority of them, though. Basic furnaces and setup. Don't really use most of these furnaces anymore. I'll show you why in a bit. Plan on making a big aquarium. Here's my stuff for that. Got a whole lot of enchantments. Got little enchanting books. And then this is my upstairs. Most of these are empty now because I've been moving them into my storage system. Yep. Here's a few projects I plan on doing. Make a mushroom house because I listened to my comments. My wheat and crop fields, I'll show you that. The aquarium, told you about that. Finish sorting the chests. I'm doing pretty well with that. Get to level 100. I was almost there, then I used it for a bunch of enchants. It goes fast. Make the fishing pond, expand my territory, get a cat, and get a single red mushroom. Holy heck. I've not been able to get that. So here's my territory from on top of my roof. I occasionally will fish off these trees over here. But I've been killing all my fish, so I'm gonna try not to do that for a tad. Here's my original beehive, which I then expanded into quite a few more. Here's my first pumpkin patch, my big wheat field, my biggest sugarcane farm. Got some carrots and beetroots here. This is something that I got the idea from Dockham77, but I don't think he made the design. It's an infinite string farm. It's really, really effective. Now, I don't have space for any of them to go to the hopper, so I'll just let them despawn. But basically, if you have the water going the right direction, and I made a whole thing about this, when you open this, these strings here will break but simultaneously fix themselves, and you'll just get infinite string as it regenerates itself. And then over here, I got a villager that I plan to one day heal. And I have everything I need but potions to do that, and I just haven't gotten there. Here's my AFK cactus farm, and it's not super effective, but it doesn't need to be. Here's my cobblestone generator. I almost never use this thing. Here is my kelp farm. Then if I hop on up, then this is not an effective design at all. Look, I got my kelp back. Only 4 were in here. Granted, I harvested it not too long ago. Why does it have to rain? I got pumpkins here. Here's my cow farm. I've been kind of simultaneously breeding them up and slaughtering them for their leather so I can make item frames. Here's my sheep farm. I don't think I'm gonna have those guys around for much longer. I'm probably just gonna pull 2 white ones out and kill everything else. Well, I might as well show you this. Here. So what you do is, it's a super smelter. You're gonna put your fuel in this, and you send it across, and it will evenly distribute along the coppers. I didn't put much in there, so it's probably already empty. Yep. And now it just waits in queue over here. And then up here, I think I have some things that are ready to smelt. Yeah. Send them across, it automatically lights up, and then it cooks up a bunch of them at the same time. Normally you'd make that a little bit bigger, but I didn't have the space for it or the resources, so here is my storage system, and it is made to make you upset. Got a decent amount of iron, working on the copper, and then everything else kind of goes its own way. It doesn't go back very far, like it does go back a while, but I've been slowly expanding backwards, and I haven't been needing those far back chests. Don't know if I will ever, but if I do, I know where they are. It's not too hard to do. I think I have a few emeralds. Might as well go buy a few campfires. I'm gonna need 12 of these though. And just the amount of time it took me to go down there, let's see how much I smelted. See, that's pretty sweet. And if I go up here, I showed you my animal farms. I hate this, but at this point I just have to keep it. It's law. Got sort of terraformed area over here. Here's this monstrosity house. The plan was once I got to day 100 I'd burn it down, but it grew on me, unfortunately. It's so loud in here. Please forgive me. Oh. I've been trying to buy up the campfires because I have plans for using them in a build. So, that's a thing. Let's put this here. Here is my upstairs area where I had a party and a live stream. And then I don't want to look him straight in the face. But I have a buddy on the other side of this wall, and his name is Edward II, because I had another Enderman named Ed, but he died to the rain. But this guy never leaves this ledge. I don't know why, he just doesn't. But since he doesn't, I'm happy with that, and he's gonna survive and never die, and yes. Then I have my villager breeder, which has been off for a good long while, but long story short, I'd let them out of the boat, although I don't really need to at this point, and I would have done up all the farmland and plant it with carrots, and they'll eventually make their own. And the babies are small enough to fit through this space that I've blocked off completely. But normally it's going to look like this. So the babies fit through there, and they don't know that this is open, then they'll just fall down here and slowly make their way through. By the last 2 to come out, kind of vibe. Oh no. I refuse to let them out. We're just gonna escape. No, we're not. Okay. You know what would be a great way to use an ender pearl right now? I just want this to go off without a hitch. Okay. So yeah, that's the party house. Now I'm not sure if it's a good idea for me to leave my property in the rain, but why not? Let me just go turn off my super smelter and put everything away real quick. And also show you my ideas for when I was sorting this, because the things that I want to be on hand real close to me are right in this little area. Use this for trading, use this for trading, that is my food, that is empty, I'll have to buy more soon. My sticks, like other things that are real quick, and then from there, building blocks on the side, and more use, like other items, mostly decorative, over here. Dang, I can't believe it rained, that makes me sad. I also got things for slabs. All my terracotta goes in one thing because I do not have enough terracotta to justify more than that. Oh, and campfires go over here. Got over a stack, I could probably do my build now. I don't see any monsters, but my flame bow, which I made to look like the hot guy, doesn't look like, but it works like the hot guy bow from Hermitcraft Scars. Got that. Okay, so sorry about terrible video quality. But this is my iron farm. I have plans to make it look like a cool giant mushroom, and these walls won't stay forever. They're just until I've got the entire area made safe. I just cleared this out like 20 minutes ago. Not even that. 10 minutes ago. So, yeah. It works pretty well. Sometimes it generates cats because of how villager mechanics work, but it's not been doing that, which makes me sad because I want cats, and then I can make an awesome creeper farm. But one day, one step at a time. This is my bee farm, not to be confused with my honey farms. Because I can just walk up to these two in the boat, and then make another one, and that way I don't have to worry about bees running around to get them to breed. It does appear the sun is setting, and if with any luck the weather will clear up after I go to bed. So, not that one, F3. Maybe it is a leap year so I can finish showing you everything. 365, 366. Well, I've officially lasted over a year, which is weird. Then, I'll show you my mine shaft, which I guess I didn't need to do today with the rain, but oh well. So, I just went digging for a real long time, and then I found this giant amethyst down here, which I've mined parts of it, but I do want to make an amethyst farm later. Pretend I made that. I started going this way because I thought that'd be a good idea, and this is just literal death, so I made it a little safer. It's still not great though. Alright, I forgot I was going to come out here and mine all this once I had fortune, which I do. But this is a lava pool deep dark, which is way too dangerous for me, and I've lost hardcore worlds on the tours before. I don't want to do it again. So we're not going down there. It just seems like the smart thing to do. So we'll go back up and I'll show you where I've been strip mining. I made a huge cavern after I found this cave. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, so it's not exactly small, and then I'll just go down these pathways, and not all of them actually have stuff in it yet, just little area that I've marked out. I'll go down on the ground, and then I'll go up one, and they tend to go for a long ways. I planned on making a lot of stuff with the new tough blocks, so especially on this side I've really obliterated any tough I can find. Like, I think it's over here where it is. Yeah, like, just keep going. and it keeps going. But the new tough blocks, if you haven't seen them, they're gonna look really cool. I think they're gonna be my new favorite stone blocks, at least for a while. I'm not the only one who seems to think so. I've also live streamed while carving this out, so if you guys haven't come to any of my live streams, they're only fun if people show up. So that's why I recommend them. Not because I'm fun, but because the people are fun sometimes. And other times it's people trying to get me to, like, plug their channels or say weird stuff. Yeah. But this is my main mining operation area. I do have a really messy little area down this way, which I can show you, where I've kind of grinded out some moss, but it just got too hard to manage. So I sort of abandoned it, but it was working while it was there, at least. So that's my main caves. Then I have another one by the villager, but it's just a staircase right now. I'm not even going to show you. It's just a big staircase. I've not found anything. I was planning on using it as a copper mine. I wasn't going to go as deep, and then I started going about as deep, and then the whole point just kind of flew out the window. We jumped out a window. So yeah, that's my main mining operation. I dug out all of this, which took a while, but I like the mining part of Minecraft. I like to grind out the resources. There's some that I don't like if they're really tedious, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head, so it's not, none of it's too bad. Now I'll show you a kind of... Let me make sure the sun's not ready to set. Not yet. I'll show you sort of what I've been planning. So I'm going to call this entire area the valley, and I plan on blocking it off and making it lit up and safe, which is going to be a big project, so I'm mostly expanding via islands right now, I call them. Like, this was the second island, and this was the main island, and I've expanded the islands as I've gone. Not so much this one. This one started that big. But I haven't been making too many more, and I probably should. Down this way, I plan to have kind of like a fishing area. It's going to be great, I'm sure. Sorry, I had to walk carefully because there's a lot of pits of death. I'm going to have like a whole fishing shack, and that's one of the reasons why I've been doing the campfires, because those are really cool once you've extinguished them to use as docks. But you can also use them as a source of charcoal if you're really, really low on fuel. So it's just overall good to have them. But I shouldn't be low on fuel because I have pockets of coal like that all over. I just don't have time to collect them in this video right now. And then, if you go around this mountain, I plan to claim the entire thing by the time I'm done with this area, and maybe I move on from there. I'm not going the right way. I mean, going the right way generally. I don't come out here that often because it's kind of asking for trouble. But yeah, come around this side, get pretty cool views of that over there, and then I'm gonna flatten this all out, build stuff. I plan on having kind of like a whole castle vibe going, with a village to surround it. And I'll use it as decoration for, I think it's this way. Yeah, dungeon. Haven't gone in there. But it's a spider dungeon, which is fun. I don't think I brought blocks, so it'd be a bad idea to fall right now. Or, you know, it's deep enough that it'd just be a bad idea to fall in general. Got lots of Enderman friends. I'm kind of surrounded by mountains on all sides, which makes it dangerous. Did he just place a block? He did. It makes it dangerous because there's the powdered snow stuff, and I could craft leather boots, but then I'd be taking more damage if I were to fall from things, and overall I don't want to risk that. But you can see my iron farm, so you can see that we're getting around. Everything that I've circled, I plan on enclosing, which is going to be a big, massive project, so I've been getting a lot of resources to get there. And I've been trying to build stuff within that area, but I don't want to risk anything before I have to. Actually, that's kind of my entire playing style. I don't want to risk anything, period. But, oh. It appears my iron farm is at work. And this one doesn't utilize... Here, just a second. Yep. There should be more. Okay, that wasn't great. It doesn't utilize mobs scaring villagers. Instead, what we got is enough of them that they just start spawning them anyways. If you have 5 villagers, each with their own bed, they'll start... English. They will start spawning in iron golems, which is really useful. And that's how I've been operating my iron farm. That way I don't have to worry about transporting dangerous mobs. Even, like, you'd think a zombie can't hurt me, but I have died to a zombie on fire before. I killed the zombie, the fire got me. So, I don't know if you caught on yet, but I am not a great Minecrafter. And currently this is what my everything looks like, although it's turned around from the direction we're facing, which is a bummer. I'm planning on putting this aquarium on top of this over here. I might have it go up another floor and then have the aquarium, or I might have the aquarium in the center of a floor. I'm not certain how I want to do that yet, but it will go here, and then I'm going to fill it with all kinds of stuff. I'll probably tear this tower down eventually, but I do want a big tower in this area. I want to have big markers kind of everywhere, so I can always find my territory if I leave it. I've been trying to get a red mushroom because I have so much podzol. In fact, actually, I can show you. Let me just grab some bone meal. I don't know if I want to turn these bones to bone meal yet. But if you bone meal mushrooms when they're on podzol, you'll get the big ones, which is awesome. And then here I have my silk touch. You can take... Now you have mushroom blocks, which I actually haven't gotten for myself yet. But I want the red ones because then you can get kind of cool things going. Although I will need brown ones too for my road plan. But I won't bore you with that one. I'm going to make a full-on mushroom house with the pod stool at some point. Where I'm just going to pick it up with some... Oh, can I not pick up pod stool with... Okay. I'll have to get the appropriate tool. But you get where I'm going with this, right? You understand the vibe. I'm going to make a mushroom house. I'll have mushroom farms going in it. I have a lot of plans. And here's to a year in Minecraft ended with you guys. Thank you very much for this. Okay, this is going to sound super corny, but thank you very much for this journey. It really has been one. And I'm really happy with it. It's been a lot of fun. I've learned a lot of things. I learned how to do a lot of things that I already knew about but didn't know how to do yet. And this is probably the most fun I've had with a Minecraft world ever. Yeah. And I'm not sure if I've told you, but I don't plan on using totems in this hardcore world. It does sort of feel like cheating, and while it could save my life many, many times over, wow, 3627, I don't think that's for me. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do it like old-fashioned. I'm just gonna take an egg beater and beat it with against a skillet. Well, thank you very much. If you guys could subscribe, that'd be great, and if not, please at least leave a comment. It does wonders for my analytics. And I'll see you on the flip side.